Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, full disclosure, it's been about 3 weeks since we last streamed, and as a result, I have no idea what I was doing. We've had a bit of issues with getting the baby to bed. It's a proper bedtime for them, but I've also started a new job, so I've had to do things with that as well. So, thankfully, this game has a journal. So we are going to go through the journal for the tasks that we have, and obviously we're going to spend some time to go through all of the tasks that we still have outstanding. So, we still need to run the number on the victim's armor. I think I can do this now because it said to call Alice back in a day for the info, but it's been more than 24 hours since the last time we asked about this, so we should be able to do this. If not, going to the car, then at least when we wake up tomorrow morning. Finding out who put the clothes in the trash. Don't know who that was, but this may take a while, it says, so it could be a few more days still. The victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoo's possible meaning. I assume we need to find someone else with tattoos. Measurehead doesn't seem to be the person to ask, so it must be somebody else. Who made the call reporting the crime? Again, this might take some time to find out. Explore the whirling secret passages. So the door in the cafeteria next to Gorazzi, we still haven't figured out how to get there yet. And pick up the dice from the dice maker. So I do have money, so I can get some dice from her. The Tuesday ones. So again, we can go and visit apartment 28 now because it is past 9 o'clock. So we could do that once we get there. Find the murder weapon, locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. So we have the antique rifle, but we don't have a working model yet. Prove authority to Titus Hardy. This is a task I don't think is going to be possible to do, or at least not without having outside help, such as a working gun, perhaps. And find Morel, the cryptozoologist. They're missing because of the broken waterlock. So we are on the other side of the waterlock now, but we haven't found Morel yet, because we don't know where they are. And then Wednesday, offer the figurines to Dolores Day. We did try to do this, I believe, but I don't think it was possible to do it. Get Estelle to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up after they've helped set up the nightclub. So I do remember last time we were talking about what they wanted to do with setting up the nightclub. And it turns out they actually want to create a drug empire. So I was like, alright, maybe I'll help you out if you cut me into the deal. And then they figured out, oh yeah, we'll give you some pay in a couple of months' time. It's like, so it's not even an instant payoff. Solve the egghead puzzle. This, I think, is just trying to go through the different dialogue tree to figure out what Egghead actually wants. So that's going to be an off-stream thing, I think. Sync the signs with Noid. Get him and his friends out somehow to prove you're one of the crew. So again, I've said I'll help out with the drug business, but I don't know if that means that we can't do that now. Help them start a nightclub. Convince Suna to cooperate with the Ravers or evict her. I would rather work with Suna because she's exploring the 2mm hole in the world, and that sounds like a very interesting proposition. So if the choice comes down to it, I would rather side with Suna rather than the Ravers. Open the apartment door for Everard. The door's behind the greenhouse and the yard, a basement door. So we can go and do that just to be, Everard's lackey. Ask the scab leader about tattoos. So that could be the person that we need to find out about the tattoos meaning. So we get 2 tasks done in one. Get the boots off the victim's feet. The body has to be down. The autopsy has to be finished and Kim has to be absent. This will be tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to processing without getting hold of the boots. I think we've already done that. The body has been sent off by Kim, so it's impossible to do this task now, I'm pretty sure. Find an armor piece, locate one piece, and this one's done. Again, I don't know what armor there will be, maybe a helmet, chest piece, something like that. And find some smokes and smoke them. So I'm pretty sure I do have some smokes. Let's see if it's in my items. Maybe the interact instead. Or is it a tool? I guess it might count as a tool, actually. Yeah, there we go. So we can do this. Obviously, I don't want to do this willy-nilly because there's no need. But if we have to try and pass an intellect check, then yeah, sure. And also, I feel like I've dressed up a bit better for the cold. So yeah, I guess we can try seeing if there's anything with a cell, but I don't think anything new has changed since the last time we spoke.
Again.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew this plan. Is that the only thing? Yeah, I can't do empathy because it's not going to work. So.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
She doesn't appear surprised.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
That's something I might have wanted to ask if Kitsuragi wasn't around.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it.
Should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke. I don't care. I'm loco. I wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Yeah, sure. I'm Tequila Sunset.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise.
Sure.
May I ask, what did you tell them?
Drama, medium 10, try to lie about your actions in front of the lieutenant. Or tell the truth. I took a cut of the action, I'm corrupt to the marrow, you see. But I have +2 Kitsuragi trust. This is a red check, so it can't be retried. And the alternative is just to tell the truth anyway, so let's try and pass this very high chance of passing it.
Your words flow sincere.
I called it crime prevention. You'll have to go at it straight if you have it in you.
As good a call as any. Better not to have made one at all, though. You'll lose your mind trying to mediate everything these delinquents come up with.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Right. And yeah, the empathy thing's locked, so we can't do anything else. Alright, well, I managed to do a barefaced lie in front of Kitsuragi. So we have Suna investigating the 2mm hole in the world. We have, is it Tiago or Santiago? Something like that, who is the crab man, despite the fact that it seems like it'd be more like a Spider-Man. Copyright not intended. And I don't think we've actually explored anything else past the church. So it might be worth seeing what is actually around here. I don't think I remember seeing this. A dead phone, a smashed receiver like someone hung up too hard. And we've got a skill point. So we've got a skill point on something. I have no idea what I want to use it on. Let's check our thoughts, actually. So, jamais vu, derealization. I think that's decent. That's the reason why we got that skill point, so that's useful. Motorway south, all intellect checks unlocked, and +1 inland empire. That seems kind of bad. That's not as good a bonus as it could be. So I'm thinking I might actually get rid of that for Guillaume Millimon or finger pistols. I think I'll try finger pistols first, because it has -2 savoir-faire, so I'm hoping the bonus is good. So yeah, I'm going to forget motorway south. And oh, it's nice. They even give you the list of the ones that you've forgotten, and because it's a permanent forget thing, you can't get them again. But okay, well, that's fair enough then. So let's try finger pistols, and it's going to take an hour. You can imagine why calls become terrible sometimes. Right, so since we did that, let's go ahead and make a save, actually. And again, I didn't do the whatever it is I could do to try and delete all of the different save files. I'm hoping that the next time I make a save, it'll just skip straight to the bottom so I can, you know, make the most recent one, but hey-ho. I understand that games can't have infinite numbers of saves, but I would like it to have functionally infinite numbers of saves, if that's possible. Alright, so Martinez, day 1. Yes. Confirm. There we go. Alright, so what do we have around here?
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
I've got change. Pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
So 10 cents and dial a random number 005 24 03 155.
Calling. Still calling. End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. Is that supposed to be Pierre Morel?
Say you're not Pierre. That seems like a better idea. You don't know why.
Yes, it's me, Pierre. I might be. What's Pierre like? No, this is not Pierre, or hang up. I don't think anyone who is actually the person that they're asking for would say, I might be. No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who is Pierre? No, I have nothing. Pierre is dead. I don't know who Pierre is, so ask the question.
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man.
Sister's grandson, okay.
But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
The woman moans and the phone lines howl in unison with her. I'm not a salesman, I was just calling a random number and you somehow ran with it. Yes, I'm a salesman, what exactly do we do to your country? I don't know who I am, but who are you? No, I'm a police officer. I want to ask who are you, because obviously that's important. She might respond well to saying I'm a police officer. Saying I called a random number, that's... If she is actually 100 years old, then that's just going to be confusing. And this is just not relevant. So I'm going to say no, I'm a police officer.
To hell with the police. To hell with you.
Oh dear.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects.
So now I'm going to dial another random number. I wonder how many random numbers you can dial. How many lines of voice dialogue did they put in for however many times you wanted to do this? 005 51 17 912.
Calling. Still calling. Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Gerard.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
Hey, Gerard, get your wife for me, will you? Is Electricity there? I need to speak with Electricity. Gerard, what a douche name. Change it, change your name. Sorry, wrong number. Hang up. So, Electricity just being a prank call is pretty good. This is just over the top for an initial conversation. Sure, let's indulge drama. Can you get your wife for me, will you?
Who is this?
The man does not understand. Doesn't matter, put her on, I don't like waiting. It's Harry, put her on, I don't like waiting. It's Pierre, now put her on, I don't like waiting. I'm sorry, it was a stupid joke, I shouldn't have called it stupid, I'm so sorry. Hang up. So, we know that Pierre is a child. Well, sister's grandson implies, you know, less than 40 years old. Well, let's just say it's Harry Potter on, I don't like waiting.
Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me like that?
The voice on the phone is suddenly very agitated. I'm the guy who's fucking your wife, Gerard, now put her on before I lose my patience. Guillaume le Million. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this. Hang up. So, I'm pretty sure Guillaume is not alive anymore, or at least he's a superstar celebrity, so there's no way that he'd be thinking that that's the case. This is just being sorry cop over and over. So let's go ahead and cause some mental damage.
Just tell me what's going on here. Bien, come here.
Uh-oh. No, that was not a good idea. That was not a good idea.
The sounds are muffled. You can make out two people, a man and a woman called Bien. They're talking to each other in agitated voices. There's a shuffle of children, maybe.
We just broke up a family.
Amid the howling in the wire, you make out a woman's voice with a thick Samaran accent. Gerard, this is a joke. Someone is making a joke. More shouting. You're pretty sure you hear a man saying fuck several times. Then the crackle in the phone line gets violently louder, like the surf breaking.
Yeah, so doing prank calls does have consequences.
You hear a faint thunk. You could swear you're hearing furniture falling over.
Stop it, I was just kidding, I'm not sleeping with your wife. Wait, Gerard, let's just keep talking, buddy. Get away from her, I'm a cop. I'm not going to stop, I'm going to keep fucking your wife, Gerard. Anger. Okay. Ooh. He's probably not going to listen to anything I say, because he probably can't even hear it, right? I guess the best way to try and stop this, or to resolve it, would be to say, get away from her, I'm a cop.
You can't make out a single word, just vague voices. One more, a child has joined. Something breaks or falls over. Footsteps approaching. Something hits the phone with a loud crack of plastic and microphone hiss. After that, you are left with the disconnect tone.
What the hell are you doing?
The lieutenant has been keeping a distance, but steps closer now. I was just having a bit of fun, what's the big deal? You're right, Kim, this went wrong, I shouldn't have done this. I don't understand what I did wrong. I mean, I have a brain, so I obviously understand what I did wrong. I was just having a bit of fun is like trying to play it off as if, yeah, it's nothing to do with me. But yes, you are absolutely right, Kim, I shouldn't have done this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. Let's just go. I've had enough of this phone booth.
That's fair. So I just suffered some morale damage for no reason, basically. Someone must have worked very hard to smash the plastic dome. Alright, so what's up here? Oh. Ooh, this expands out a lot further than I thought it did. Okay. Fair enough. What do we have here? Bars cover these long, dusty windows. This go? Wow, this... Okay, is this just the other side where the church was? I guess so, right? Yeah, the church is there. So I guess I could have gone further left, but I didn't figure out how to get there. Alright, so what is this? The beams are splintered, the bridge didn't collapse on its own, artillery broke it. Oh wow, there's lots of stuff here. Okay, let's go back up to the promenade and go to the left so we can have a look at all the stuff there. Oh, what's this?
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside? Point at the windows.
No. I won't even try. You know...
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Wow, okay. Legally blind without the glasses? Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
That's not bad. So there's a 70% chance that Kim will successfully fire in my defense.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant raises the collar of his bomber's jacket. That's the thing that's always a funny joke, ha-ha to say is tomorrow never comes. So, yeah, because there is always another tomorrow. So, well, thank you for that, Kim. Enlightening. Alright, so we got a box. Some real. What's this? Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. Alright, so that's locked. So let's go ahead and equip the pry bar. Ooh, that was a lot of real. And Nosafed. So the 5 real I got might actually be because I got better loot from the thought. The fence blocks the path, no way on from here. Okay, so there's a couple of people scavenging around. Before we go and talk to those, let's go back up here and see. There's something there. I can't seem to access it from this side, but oh well. Let's have a look and see what's around here. All right, we've got some stuff.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not? It might be a clue. It might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jacket?
No, yes, it could have been multiple seagulls. It probably was multiple seagulls.
A poet could write a dozen verses and still not begin to capture the profound vexation in that sigh.
Well, thank you for the sigh, because it healed my morale back and gave me XP.
You should still take it.
Sure. Filthy jacket! Where did it go? Where did the filthy jacket go? Oh, it's not actually an item of clothing. Is it interactable? It is an interactable, okay. This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. Let's interact.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
No, but I'm going to carry on anyway.
Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Think about it, don't think about it. Now, this is an interesting choice because you can think about it as in try and actually do it, or you can not think about it and just try and actually go ahead just going by intuition and instinct. But I'm going to go try and think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Gross. Okay, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
But someone did drape it over the railing. What happened once someone put it on the railing?
The crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then?
Probably nothing other than the seagull stuff.
Somewhere, high above the city, a pair of seagulls trace loops through the air. They are like the bombardiers of the aerostatic brigades, gliding above a target-rich environment. All of a sudden, the bomb bay doors open, and their white glittering payload rushes to the ground.
How eloquent, Shivers.
Splat! An explosion of white on a man's shoe. A curse goes up, but the birds do not hear.
A man's shoe, not the jacket. Why did I just spend all this time thinking about seagull shit? I feel like I really understand this jacket now. Well, no, I don't. So, why did I spend this time?
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck.
Ew, 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 flick your hands. Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants. Yeah, flicking your hands is not a good idea, so maybe I should just wipe them.
What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, well, I'll just took some morale damage for looking at a filthy jacket. Alright, what's this? Bottle? Ooh, Mega Bino's prescription lenses. +2 encyclopedia, discover your inner Bino. -1 perception, nausea-inducing hell glasses. Whose idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige is a colour that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Yeah, I can see that. What am I using at the moment? I'm using the Auditor. So, +1 logic, but -1 authority. I could probably put some cooler glasses on, right? But I don't know. Takes away logic stuff, but we'll leave it. Alright, so what's this? Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Postcard, Kuron 33. This one has hell written on its back. It could not be further from the truth. It's the boom years, and Kuron, the nicest district in Revachol West, is enjoying a sun-drenched day. Tall and handsome buildings rise from the riverside, steel, iron, and yellow limestone with cloud shadows sliding on the facades. Makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. That tarp will keep out neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. There's a bit of real. Take all the real. You know, for something that's been set up by vagrants, I don't see any vagrants. Correct, please. A big wine canister is open and empty. Ooh, hello. Careful there, these floorboards look rotten and weak.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on, that is awful. What is it? Isn't it just rotting fish? What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
So is that a dead body there?
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant, something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Okay, well, if that's a dead body, let's go ahead and make a save.